What happens when a cheeky 5-year-old royal takes the spotlight during a live Christmas carol service? Chaos, charm, and plenty of laughter. Prince Louis left everyone at Westminster Abbey stunned when he boldly snatched Queen Camilla's microphone mid-speech, catching the Queen Consort off guard and leaving her momentarily speechless. But here is the twist. What did this playful prince unknowingly reveal about the royal family in that unforgettable moment? Westminster Abbey, an enduring symbol of British history and tradition, stood bathed in golden light, ready to bid farewell to another year. Festive garlands of pine and holly adorned its hallowed halls, glowing in the flicker of countless candles. At the heart of the abbey, a towering Christmas tree sparkled with gold and silver ornaments, its branches cradling small tokens of gratitude from attendees, decorations inscribed with the names of those whose acts of kindness had touched lives over the past year. It was a scene of serene elegance, brimming with holiday spirit and royal sophistication. Yet, little did anyone know, a certain mischievous prince was about to transform this poised affair into an unforgettable evening. The carol service, meticulously organized by Her Royal Highness the Princess of Wales and supported by the Royal Foundation, was a celebration of community, compassion, and resilience. It honored unsung heroes, healthcare workers, volunteers, and individuals who had spread kindness in challenging times. Among the 1,600 guests, the atmosphere was one of gratitude and reflection, setting the perfect stage for a memorable night. As the congregation settled into the Abbey's grand pews, the Dean of Westminster, the Very Reverend Dr. David Hoyle, began with heartfelt words of welcome and hope. The choir's angelic harmonies filled the sacred space, blending seamlessly with the majestic tones of the organ. Performances by renowned artists such as Gregory Porter, Paloma Faith, and Olivia Dean wove a magical thread through the evening, lifting spirits and evoking awe. The Christmas story unfolded with deep reverence, each reading adding to the night's significance. From the Prince of Wales's solemn recitation of Isaiah chapter 9 to Adam Pearson's emotive reading of Luke chapter 2, every moment carried the weight of tradition. At the heart of this grand spectacle, the royal family took their places with composed grace, most of them, at least. King Charles III and Queen Camilla exuded dignified presence, while Prince George and Princess Charlotte, poised beyond their years, participated in hymns and led carols beside their mother. But amidst the solemnity and grandeur, the youngest royal, 5-year-old Prince Louis, had different plans. Entering the abbey with his trademark cheeky grin and boundless energy, he immediately drew warm smiles from those familiar with his mischievous nature. Dressed in a perfectly tailored navy coat, Louis waved enthusiastically to familiar faces, whispering animatedly to his siblings, seemingly unaffected by the formal atmosphere surrounding him. Though the spotlight initially belonged to the performers, readers, and royal dignitaries, it quickly became evident that Prince Louis had a different plan that would ensure all eyes were on him. As the evening unfolded, Westminster Abbey radiated peace and unity, perfectly reflecting the event's themes of togetherness and hope. Yet, amidst the solemnity, it was young Prince Louis who brought an unexpected spark of spontaneity, transforming the evening in a way no one could have predicted. With wide-eyed curiosity, Louis observed the proceedings, seemingly uninterested in the choir's angelic harmonies or the moving speeches. Instead, his attention fixated on a far more intriguing target, the gleaming microphone perched at the lectern. It was a symbol of authority, and Louis, with his mischievous charm, appeared certain it deserved a moment in his hands. The evening was filled with unforgettable moments, from Michelle Dockery's emotive reading to Richard E. Grant's commanding voice, and a graceful ballet performance set to John Rutter's Colors of Christmas. Yet, despite the elegant formality of the occasion, there was an unspoken anticipation in the air. Perhaps it was Louis's lively energy or the collective understanding that even in the most regal of settings, moments of pure humanity often shine through. As the evening neared its crescendo, the stage was set for Queen Camilla's poignant address, a heartfelt reflection on unity and compassion. The audience leaned in, prepared for a solemn and meaningful conclusion. But before anyone could fully absorb the weight of the moment, Louis made his move. In a room filled with dignitaries, acclaimed performers, and royalty, it was a 5-year-old prince who seized the spotlight, transforming a traditional carol service into an unforgettable spectacle. Who could have predicted that the night's most memorable moment would come from the youngest member of the royal family? As the grand doors of Westminster Abbey swung open, the royal family entered with an air of measured grace. Each step was deliberate, each presence commanding. The procession carried the weight of centuries of tradition, setting the stage for an evening of reverence and festivity. Leading the way were King Charles III and Queen Camilla, their arrival marking the beginning of a cherished annual celebration. The king walked with quiet dignity, embodying the steadfastness of a monarchy that has endured the tests of time. Beside him, Queen Camilla exuded poise and elegance, her emerald coat a subtle nod to the season's warmth and vibrancy. Together, their presence underscored the significance of the occasion, casting a regal glow over the evening. Behind them followed the Prince and Princess of Wales, a couple whose blend of grace and relatability has captivated the public. Princess Catherine, the driving force behind the Together at Christmas Carol service, looked radiant in an elegant ensemble that reflected her role as the evening's host. Her warm smile and effortless charm as she greeted guests were a reminder of the event's focus on community, compassion, and connection. Walking beside her, Prince William exuded composure, nodding graciously to the congregation as they made their way to their seats. But it was their children who truly captivated the audience. Each young royal brought a unique charm to the event. Prince George, the eldest, displayed a maturity that belied his years, already carrying himself with the quiet assurance of a future king. George stepped forward to assist with hymn sheets and greet attendees, his demeanor reflecting the values of responsibility and service instilled in him from an early age. Princess Charlotte, ever poised and curious, walked hand in hand with her mother, her wide-eyed wonder evident as she gazed at the abbey's grand interior, its arches adorned with festive garlands. When the time came to join the carols, Charlotte sang with enthusiasm, her clear voice blending seamlessly with the choir's angelic harmonies. Her engagement brought a warmth and sincerity to the evening that resonated with everyone in attendance. Among the grandeur and poise of the royal gathering, it was Prince Louis, the youngest of the three, who stole the show. With his signature impish grin and an undeniable spark of mischief in his eyes, he waved enthusiastically to familiar faces in the crowd, his excitement bubbling over. Whispering animatedly to his siblings, he seemed blissfully unaffected by the formality of the event, his boundless energy drawing amused smiles from those who recognized the spirited charm of the youngest royal. While Prince George and Princess Charlotte carried themselves with the composed demeanor expected of royal children, Judge, the epitome of responsibility, and Charlotte, poised and attentive, it was Louis who brought an undeniable spark to the occasion. His playful energy served as a delightful reminder that even amid centuries-old traditions, the innocence of childhood has a way of shining through. As Queen Camilla stepped forward to deliver her address, Westminster Abbey fell into a hushed silence. But for Prince Louis, the gleaming microphone at the lectern seemed less like a tool for solemn speeches and more like an irresistible beacon of curiosity. In a moment that could only be described as quintessentially Louis, the little prince slipped from his seat with the confidence only a child can muster, made his way to the lectern, and confidently grasped the microphone, forever transforming the evening's narrative. Muffled, stifled chuckles turned into open smiles, and within moments, the most formal guests found themselves grinning at the impromptu performance. Completely unbothered by the laughter he had inspired, Louis gestured enthusiastically toward the audience, pointing at the grand decorations and mimicking the exaggerated movements of the choir conductor. Princess Charlotte pressed a hand to her mouth, struggling to contain her giggles, while George's initial exasperation gave way to quiet amusement. From their seats, Prince William and Princess Catherine exchanged amused glances, equal parts humor and parental resignation, as they watched their youngest son effortlessly steal the spotlight. Catherine leaned toward William, her lips curving into a knowing smile, and whispered something that made him chuckle softly before she rose gracefully to intervene. With the practiced patience of a seasoned mother, Catherine approached the lectern, her expression warm yet firm. "Let us save your big speech for next time, Louis," she said gently, crouching to meet her son's mischievous gaze. She took his hand with a soft smile, her tone laced with affection. Louis hesitated for a moment, glancing longingly back at the microphone as if considering another attempt to make his mark. But with a giggle that rippled through the abbey, he relented, allowing Catherine to guide him back to his seat. Despite the unscheduled interruption, Queen Camilla handled the moment with poise and humor. Once the microphone was hers again, she bent slightly, her eyes twinkling as she addressed Louis directly. "Shall we let Granny Camilla have her turn now?" she teased, her gentle tone eliciting more laughter from the audience. The Queen Consort's playful response transformed the unexpected moment into one of warmth and relatability, diffusing any lingering awkwardness. Louis, now back in his seat, seemed entirely unfazed by the attention. He hummed softly to himself, swinging his legs in perfect innocence as though nothing unusual had happened. The abbey, once steeped in solemn tradition, now carried an unmistakable air of light-hearted joy. The audience, initially caught off guard, embraced the spontaneity of the moment, finding in Louis's antics a refreshing reminder of life's delightful unpredictability within the structured world of royalty. As the service continued, the memory of Louis's impromptu act lingered, casting a glow over the proceedings. The laughter, the humanity, and Queen Camilla's graceful handling of the situation offered a glimpse into a monarchy evolving to balance tradition with modernity, a legacy where even the youngest member can remind the world of the joy found in the unexpected. Queen Camilla's composure during Prince Louis's impromptu performance was nothing short of remarkable, showcasing her evolving grace and relatability that have become hallmarks of her time as Queen Consort. For years, Camilla's role within the monarchy was under a magnifying glass, every gesture scrutinized through the lens of past controversies and future expectations. Yet in moments like this, she demonstrated the depth of her character, proving her ability to balance tradition with a touch of modern humanity. Her reaction to Louis's playful antics was not just a recovery, it was a masterclass in turning the unexpected into something endearing. As laughter rippled through Westminster Abbey, it became clear that Camilla's lighthearted handling of the situation had won over the room. Her gentle jest toward Louis, "Shall we let Granny Camilla have her turn now?" not only diffused the moment, but also infused it with warmth. It was a reminder that even amid centuries-old traditions, there is room for spontaneity and humor. But what truly captured the audience was the family's collective dynamic, a display of authenticity that resonated far beyond the Abbey's walls. Princess Charlotte, seated next to Louis, valiantly tried to maintain her composure. She pressed her hand to her mouth, her sparkling eyes betraying her barely contained giggles. Beside her, Prince George initially wore the expression of an exasperated older sibling, silently willing his younger brother to behave. Yet even he could not resist Louis's charm, and a small, reluctant smile eventually played on his lips. From their seats, Prince William and Princess Catherine exchanged a knowing glance, a universal look of parents trying to stifle laughter while their child upends decorum. It was a look that conveyed both mild embarrassment and an undeniable sense of pride. Catherine's gentle intervention, steering Louis back to his seat with an affectionate smile, further highlighted the family's grounded nature. This moment of levity was not just a fleeting distraction. It offered a glimpse into the humanity of a family often shrouded in formality. Charlotte's giggles, George's smirk, and Catherine's calm parenting underscored the warmth that defines their relationships. For Camilla, it was a moment that showcased her confidence not just as a queen consort, but as a step-grandmother navigating the intricacies of a modern royal family. Blending families under the public eye requires patience, empathy, and adaptability. Over the years, Queen Camilla has carefully nurtured her relationships with Prince William, Princess Catherine, and their children. This moment with Prince Louis offered a rare and heartwarming glimpse into the affection and mutual respect that define these bonds. Her ability to engage with Louis on his level while upholding the dignity of her role highlighted her nuanced understanding of what it means to navigate the monarchy in a changing world. It was not just about maintaining decorum, it was about demonstrating the balance between tradition and humanity. As Camilla gracefully resumed her speech, the Abbey began to settle into a calm rhythm, yet the laughter and warmth sparked by Louis's antics lingered, casting a glow that softened the formality of the evening. Her carefully chosen words, already imbued with meaning, seemed even more poignant in light of the moment. She spoke of kindness, patience, and the importance of human connection, themes that now resonated on a deeper level. The audience, still smiling from the unexpected levity, listened with heightened attentiveness, finding the evening's message all the more authentic and relatable. As the service continued, it became clear that Louis's unscripted act had added an unforgettable layer of spontaneity and joy to an already meaningful event. The moment, while lighthearted, had a surprising impact. It reminded everyone, both those in attendance and those watching from afar, that even within the grandeur of royal tradition, there is room for laughter and lightness. This small act of childlike curiosity bridged the often imposing gap between the royal family and the public. In an era where institutions face mounting scrutiny, the royal family's ability to connect with people on a personal level has never been more important. Louis's moments of exuberance not only endear him to the public but also play a significant role in bridging the gap between the grandeur of tradition and the realities of modern family life. Through his unfiltered actions, the public glimpses a side of the monarchy that is rarely seen: a family that laughs, teases, and occasionally navigates the delightful chaos of raising children. Moments like these offer a refreshing counterbalance to the institution's formal image, ensuring it remains relatable and grounded. Louis, with his playful charisma, has emerged as a key figure in this shift to young royal whose innocent antics remind the world that even the most traditional institutions can find joy and spontaneity. Prince Louis's playful moment reminded us all that even the most formal traditions have room for authenticity and joy. These unscripted moments are what make the royal family feel so relatable. What do you think? Do moments like these help modernize the monarchy while keeping its traditions alive? Share your thoughts in the comments, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more royal stories and behind-the-scenes moments.